Hey Hofstra fans, it's time once again for the WB Masons Coaches Report. I'm Rob Joyce, joined as always by the head coach of the Hofstra volleyball team, Kristina Hernandez. Coach, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Now, the past week your team going 1-1 in CAA play, a loss to William and Mary on Friday, and then on Sunday a win over UNCW. We'll start with Friday, up 2-0. You dropped the last 3 sets to the Tribe. What happened in those last 3 sets?
Our hitting got really sloppy. We started making a lot of errors. I think in those 2 sets, William and Mary necessarily didn't do things to us to score. We were kind of giving them points. And in the 5th set, William and Mary they played better than we did. You know, by the time we kind of cleaned things up a bit, they were just playing a little bit better than we were.
And an uncharacteristic number of errors, 38 attacking errors, 5 blocking errors. You typically have around 25. Is it just an off night?
I don't know, I think it wasn't an off night. I think we started off really well, offensively in the first 2 sets, and the 3rd and 4th were just really sloppy, and we just can't be doing that in conference. So it just took it, like I said, I think the 5th set we cleaned it up. It was just a little bit too late by then, and William and Mary had some power going behind them by then.
One bright spot, Giovanna Barashik had 9 kills, a couple of digs. You mentioned her last week. It seems she's really come on strong the last couple of weeks.
She's been doing a better job. We've been working on our off-block defense a little bit. People are starting to hit her on that. So it's something that she still needs to get better with. But offensively, she's doing some good things for us. And if we can get her in there and kind of break it up a little bit with Emily, it'll be good.
Then on Sunday, you come back and defeat UNCW in 4 sets, 3-1. You had a 5-0 run to finish the first set. You went on 8-1 runs in the 3rd and 4th. Was that extra motivation after Friday to keep the foot on the gas? It
was. We were really just kind of focusing on if we made errors or lost strings of points to make sure that we got the ball back. And serving is our really good strong point. So if we can keep the ball and play defense and get those strings on those runs, then it's going to give us some better opportunities to get some leads in some matches.
Then you only had 21 attacking errors. You didn't have a blocking error, so what was the difference between Friday and Sunday?
Really just changing our mindset, to make sure that we can go quickly for mistakes and just get the ball back and do something better with it. So they did a much better job with it, I think with our offense and making sure that we maintain our errors a little bit, and it definitely showed it. I think that we played well against UNCW, and that's how we earned the win.
And last week you mentioned their right side hitter, Christy Lady. You held her to 5 kills, a negative hitting percentage. How were you able to essentially make her a non-factor?
We were making sure that we just kind of served to the opposite end of the court for her. I think that was a big part of what we wanted to do. When we took away the line from her, our cross-court defense is a little bit better. We wanted her to hit some balls towards Kat, and she was trying to do that. It just didn't go in the court, so it made it a little bit easier for us. But a big part of our game plan was to maintain her, and we did a good job with that.
Was there a sigh of relief after getting the first win? Takes a lot of pressure off that you have that one win now?
Yeah, a little bit. I think we've got to take it a game at a time here. We've got 9 left, so still a lot of season left. If we can just continue to get better every match, then we can finish well.
Now, Kelsey Will's 39 kills this weekend. Between her and Nikki Kinnear, we don't really talk about it much. It seems that we expect them at this point to combine around for 40 kills in a match. If nothing else, is it comforting to know that 9 out of 10 times both of them are going to show up and be consistent?
Comforting. We expect that from them, so I think we're continuing to try to get the rest of our offense developed. And Sarah and Adama and Em did a really good job, and Giovanna, of really stepping in and really getting on the board for us and scoring some points. And that's the part of the game that we've really got to get better at and continue to get better at. And I think that was a big factor and helping factor for us this weekend.
Now you have 13 wins on the year, 1 away from already matching last year's win total, and you're barely into conference season. What's been the biggest difference this year?
I think my team's resilience. I think that they are bouncing back a little bit better. We've had some rough patches here and there, some rough games, but I think they're doing a good job of getting better, and I think we still have a lot to grow, and I think last year we were older and we were kind of at our peak already, and so it's exciting because I know we're going to get better and we have some things to work on still, but they've been really good about getting in the gym and working on what our weaknesses have been from week to week, and we're getting stronger from it.
Now you have the potential to go up to 16 wins this week, 3 matches against Iona, James Madison, and George Mason. I'll try not to jinx it. We'll start tomorrow on the road at Iona. What do you see from the Gales?
Iona's really strong with their outsides. They've got one outside who really knows how to score. I think she can hit it in some spots that we've been struggling with a little bit, especially in the left back seam. Their middles run some good slides. So it's two things that we've really been working on a lot, and we're not really strong at. So I think it's good that we'll be able to see a little bit of that tomorrow, and hopefully do some better things with that.
And on Friday at home against James Madison, they've won 8 of their last 10. They were picked to finish 3rd in the preseason. What makes them so good?
James is strong. They're consistent. Their middles are really fast and they get in the offense, but they're just all around. They've got a lot of players that can score, and it's a match that we've just got to make sure that we're getting out there and that we're doing what we need to do, and we're not giving away so many points.
Now their big name is Natalie Abel, a first-team All-CAA performer last year, but she's just one of 4 players all around the 150 kill area. It's one thing to have a 1- or 2-headed monster. How do you game plan for a 4-headed monster?
We really just don't zone in. I think our defense is going to be really important for us, but more so how we can score. I think that you've got to realize that the good teams are going to score their points, and you've got to manage that a little bit better and make sure that it doesn't get way out of control. And then we've got to make sure that we're scoring how we can.
And then on Sunday against George Mason, they're just 3-12 on the year, playing better of late. Tell us a little bit about the Patriots.
Georgia's got some really strong outsides, so that's going to be a really important factor for us, and hopefully just trying to put some pressure on them on the serve receive. That's going to be a little bit of our game plan.
Now after this week, you have matches against Northeastern, Towson, and Delaware, 3 of, if not the better teams, the best teams in the conference. So how important will it be to get back to 500 or above 500 in the CAA this weekend?
It's important, but I think it's more important for us to just get better every match. And if we can learn from this weekend and grow on UNCW, then we'll be able to get out here and compete this weekend and see what happens.
What'll be the keys to victory this weekend?
Our consistency, making sure offensively that we are, making sure that we bounce back from getting blocked or having attacking errors, and just being able to side out quickly and get the ball back.
All right, Head Coach Kristina Hernandez, thank you as always for the time.
Thank you.
Hofstra takes on Iona tomorrow at 7. Check out gohofstra.com for all the game information. I'm Rob Joyce, and thanks Hofstra fans for tuning in to the WB Masons Coaches Report with Kristina Hernandez.